Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is May 24th. It's Saturday. It's 5:45 a.m. and the sun's just starting to get above the trees. It's glass out here. Beautiful morning up in northern Wisconsin. It's Memorial Day weekend. Happy to be up here. And to start this morning, I think we're gonna start throwing topwater. I was on this lake last weekend, and we had a pretty good topwater bite. So conditions are pretty good right now. So we're gonna start throwing topwater. Gonna use that Berkeley Choppo. This past week, the conditions have been pretty cold, below average. Like I said before, it is 37 out. It feels like it's probably below freezing. A bunch of steam coming off the water, but I don't think we're going to see much warmer water temps compared to last weekend, as the nights have been getting so cold up here. But we're going to be targeting some smallmouth today, probably start on topwater, and maybe catch some bedfish later on. But there's been some fish busting on some bait, it seems. So we're gonna start casting. Stay tuned. There we go. Finally got a fish. First cast on the Ned rig. It's a decent one too. Right in between those docks. Nice smallie. Jesus. A lot of fight left in him. That guy choked it too. Literally first cast with the Ned rig. Freaking choked it. It's been a grind out here this morning. It's been 30 minutes. And we finally just caught our first fish. Worked up quite a bit of shoreline already. Had one blow up with topwater. Throwing the jig, throwing the wacky rig at the swim bait, and nothing. Finally got a decent smallie. Water temp's almost 10 degrees colder compared to last weekend out here, so I don't know if topwater's the move. I want it to be the move, but I just don't think it is with these cooler temps. But hopefully that's a start to a good sign. So we're gonna keep throwing the Ned rig and see what happens. That was fun though. Another one on the Ned rig. 2 in a row. This might be a rock bass. Nope, smallmouth. Nice. Well, that's fun. Can't beat a Ned rig bite. First 2 casts with a Ned rig, and we got 2 fish already. Just on that little watermelon red craw. That was fun. No big ones, but a fun fight nonetheless. And we're on the board with 2 fish already. There's one. Number 3. On the Ned rig. There's a whole rock pile up here. It goes way out on a point. We just started fishing it too, so I'm sure we'll catch a couple more. Largemouth. Such a fun bite. It snaps me off. Look at that. Right in the top of the mouth. First largemouth. That's number 4. Freaking slam on this rock point. That was back-to-back casts. Not paying attention at all. I was about to reel it in. That guy inhaled it. Nice smallie. Might be the biggest of the day. Came back to this rock point. It's probably been 2 hours since I've caught my last fish almost. And on that Ned rig again. All the fish have been on the Ned rig. That rock point over there is where I caught all my fish the first time, and I really didn't catch any off here, but I knew there was fish around here. These rocks are holding the most heat right now. That was fun. Back-to-back casts. Nice. That fish instantly hit it. I must have cast it right on top of him. Another decent smallie. There's just fish cruising all over in here. You can just see them. All of them are about this size, it seems. Chill. But there's beds in here too, and a lot of them are just cruising, like I said. But that was back-to-back casts again. That was fun. snagged on a rock and I was kind of reeling it up and hit. That fish was up pretty shallow. There's another fish following it too. Much bigger smallmouth. Not a bad one. That was cool. Healthy little fish. Not a bad one, real long. So many on these rocks. Jesus. That was a big run. Feisty. Wow, look at that. Just digging. Can't get them to be any bigger than this, it seems. But it's a fun bite, that's for sure. Fat little one. Another one. All right, you guys, it's 9:30. We're gonna wrap her up here. We just finished fishing these 2 rock points. We started fishing the shoreline this morning. It took us a little bit to get on a fish. Probably took us at least 30 minutes, and we caught one on the Ned rig. And then instantly after that, we caught another one on the Ned rig. Worked the shoreline a little more. Finally worked my way out to this rock point going out into the middle of the lake. Pulled like 4 or 5 off it, and then continued on the shoreline and went through a channel into another lake. Nothing. Threw the wacky rig, top water, swim jig, and no fish. Only could produce on the Ned rig. Probably didn't catch a fish for like over an hour. Worked my way back through where we started on these 2 rock points and pulled probably 4 or 5 more off. So all the fish today on the Ned rig. Water temps damn near 10 degrees cooler than last weekend. So last weekend I felt like a lot of these fish were definitely getting ready to spawn. Some of them were spawning on beds pretty good, and I feel like now it kind of halted things a little bit. It's more pre-spawn, I feel like. I mean, it still was last weekend, but I feel like since the water temp dropped drastically, it's really kind of got a more sluggish, at least. Only caught 1 largemouth, otherwise all my other fish were smallmouth, which I definitely wasn't trying to target smallmouth. It just happened that smallmouth were definitely biting way better, and obviously there was a bunch on that rock sand point. So pretty fun though, catching them on that Ned rig, light gear, finessing them, super fun. Gonna be fishing a river tomorrow that when we fished this river last weekend too, and we did pretty good. So hoping to do really good. There's big fish in this river, so stay tuned for that video, and thanks for watching.